Hello everybody and welcome to the Irregular Magic High School Visitor Arc Episode 10 Anime Review. So I'm confused because this really seemed like the wrap up to the arc unless they're going to do something with Lena, because I have no unearthly idea where we're going next, unless of course it was also something to do with the two that got taken away for experimentation, perhaps, but maybe it wasn't experimentation at the end. I have no idea where we're going next, so we got 3 episodes left, which is kind of bizarre. It's still Visitor Arc. I was wondering, oh hey, maybe there's like a side arc or something they're gonna stick in here, but no, it's still Visitor Arc. So that's the thing that's happening. Let's not waste much time. Let's get into the episode. It was pretty enjoyable. It was a big old, as I said, it was them wrapping up the parasites essentially. People need to listen to Tatsuya though. Like, he knows what he's talking about. But anyway, let's check out how it all went down and do this thing. We open up with Tatsuya spotting Lena looking all like she's not slept, probably because she, did the assassination, probably didn't agree with her very much. She's all like, I'm not going to be your friend, and he's like, okay, cool beans, I'm off then. Team Tatsuya then heads after the parasites in the area where Ray, that guy, Raymond, I forget exactly if it was a Raymond or just a Ray, but what he told them, so they're going to deal with that. Lena is also after them on her own as well. She doesn't even have any allies, poor Lena. She came. She's having a bit of a soul search, I guess. She came as one of the strongest magicians. Then she got wrecked by Miyuki. Then she got wrecked by Tatsuya. So she's not exactly feeling too great. Tatsuya and Erika show up while she's fighting them to steal her kills, basically. Lena, they seal there too. Lena kills one, so the actual parasite gets away. And Tatsuya's like, hey, could you not kill them until we seal them, so that the parasites don't get away, please, thanks. And then she's like, that's not my mission. I'm going to kill them because I will follow my mission as the Sirius. And it's like, okay, but you're making it, you could still kill them, just kill them afterwards. After she leaves, Erika is like, yeah, that's Lena, right? And then Tatsuya's like, okay, don't tell anyone. Also, could you not kill the parasites as well? And Erika's like, no, I must kill them to not draw out their suffering. And again, Tatsuya's just like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm like, Tatsuya, tell her she can kill them after you've sealed them. Like, what? Why is nobody listening to Tatsuya? They could have avoided half the issues if people just listened. Tatsuya's a smart guy. Like, Lena not listening to him, fair enough. She's in a mood at the moment. Erika, behave, girl. The others being, I think it was Leo and Mikihiko, regroup with Tatsuya, and then they get surrounded by the Kudo Batotai. So I guess the old man is a Kudo, which is what Lena is as well. But I think, whatever. Batotai, part one of them. Friends are like, we'll hold them off, and the Shibas, Tatsuya and Miyuki, they leave to go and do whatever. They come across some dead Batotai, which I assume Lena killed. Maybe it was the parasites, but I think it was Lena. Tatsuya helps out Lena because she's struggling, whether she wants help or not. They work together to defeat the bunch. There's an explosion that goes off in Tatsuya's face, which is just kind of like never mentioned again, so I'm just going to assume that he blocked it, no problem. We then go back to Leo and them. Leo and Erika are fighting while, they're fighting the Batotai, and then a parasite shows up going after Pixie. It wasn't Mikihiko, it was Pixie that was with him. I caught myself. It goes after Pixie. Tatsuya calls, they deal with it though. Tatsuya calls Pixie and Honoka as, Pixie, come to us, Honoka, you back her up. And Honoka's like, what does that mean? It's because they're linked, so she can, transfer her power. You know how it goes. Parasite goes for Pixie. She's on her own, I should probably mention. It's not a parasite, though. It's a multi-headed snake, and I guess it's all the parasites left have fused into one big old snake thing. Also, completely forgot half the people can't see the parasites during the regular thing, but remember that. Pixie will not return to them. Snake is like, come home, girl. And Pixie's like, nah, I like Tatsuya now. Tatsuya and Lena and Miyuki are also there. They see the snake, or I guess Tatsuya sees the snake and is like, huh, that's a thing that's happened right there. And Miyuki is like, Lena, it's your fault, bitch, for not listening to Tatsuya. And I'm like, okay, well, it wasn't just her. Erika was also being a pain. But yes, I agree, it is Lena's fault that, I guess, she let them all out, so then they all fused together. You probably could have had a less-headed snake if Lena had listened to Tatsuya. So yeah, she's all like, Lena's like, I just have to finish my mission, otherwise, why am I here? She's in a mood right now. She's been beaten and, she's lost every opportunity, not every opportunity, every turn. She's been outsmarted, outplayed, outfought. So she's trying to prove herself, and in turn causing way more trouble than that is necessary. So Lena's attack doesn't do much, obviously. So the Shibas, surprise, have to bail her out again. They only have one way left to do that. What is that? Mickey is preparing a sealing circle. Tatsuya says 10 seconds is all I need, you do that. So he does that. Sealing it, I guess, sets it on fire, which is fair enough, I guess. Pixie also starts glowing because she's using Honoka's magic, I guess. The Shibas stare at each other, and Tatsuya, and I guess that does their weird link thing they do that happens every so often. Miyuki can now see as Tatsuya sees, which means basically she can see the snake like Tatsuya can see the snake. She uses her freeze-all magic to freeze the snake, and then it explodes, and I guess they killed it. I don't have much else. Like, it was almost anticlimactic how they killed it, like how easily they killed it. But that's the Shiba siblings for you. They do kill things fairly easily. There's not many things that can put up a fight against them. Lena says that what she used was lunar magic, which I guess is a big old deal. I'm not too sure though. What are they? She's like, what the hell are you two siblings? And Tatsuya's like, okay. He unplugs his microphone as well, his phone, his communicator, his walkie-talkie, his thing he's got in his ear. He tells her, don't tell anyone what you saw today and none of us will reveal your identity. Is that good? Fine, cool, agreement. He bridal carries Miyuki and tells Lena, hey, if you want to quit and, if you want to quit the military, you can, I could probably help you out. And she's like, no, I'm good. I don't want to quit. I'm all right, thanks. And he's like, okay, probably a weird thing to ask. Whatever, later. And but she's got this look in her eyes like, damn, that boy, yeah, that boy rock hard. Then we go to Old Man Kudo meeting with the Lolita, who is Ayaka, and they have got two sealed parasites that Tatsuya sealed. So they're like, okay, well, we're both here for the same thing. There's two here. Let's each take one. Kudo's eyes scare Ayaka a little bit, but eventually he agrees, okay, let's each take one to avoid any hostilities, because that would be kind of bad. Miyuki asks Tatsuya if he thinks, that Lena will, take what he said to her and everything. He's like, maybe not, and then she's like, okay, why would you do that? Do you have a thing for her? And he's like, no, I don't have a thing for her. We're similar in the fact that we both didn't really have a choice in becoming what we did, but then Tatsuya is all like, I'll make a choice, damn it. And, she's not had that opportunity. I basically forced them to let me come here. She hasn't been able to do that. She's still like under the thumb, so to speak. And Tatsuya's like, one day I'll make a full-on choice for myself. And he wanted to see if she also wanted to make a choice for herself, but I guess she didn't at this current time. She's happy. Miyuki is all like, one day your consideration will reach her. And then there's hugs. They insult her. She's like, Lena, she's simple, but she's smart. And I'm like, that's an oxymoron right there, Miyuki. That doesn't quite make sense. And that's where we ended the episode. As I said, felt very much like the end of the arc. Like, I don't really know what else we got left. I've not read the light novel. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'll say it again anyway. Yeah, very, very... I can't think of what else they could do unless they're like, oh, hey, the sealed things have been took. Go deal with that. Maybe that's the only thing I could maybe think of. As far as Lena's concerned, Lena's gonna flip-flop and then she's gonna get rescued and live in Japan and be a part of Team Tatsuya maybe. Who knows? I most certainly do not. I have no idea what's coming up, but that's next week and the weeks after. What is my favourite part of this week's episode, though? I know you're all dying to know. I'm also dying to know, and I've wrote it in my notes, so let's check that out. So my favourite part of the episode is also, it's my favourite because it's so ridiculous. Like, it's just the fact that no one listens to Tatsuya. Like, at this point, think how far we actually are in the series, right? At this point, everyone should always be listening to Tatsuya because they know he's super smart and super strong. Basically, he's the closest thing to a perfect human that exists. So why is Lena and Erika not listening to him where he says, hey, let me seal them first? No, it's stupid. The snake thing didn't have to be made. Lena, fair enough, she was, throwing out his was. Erika, be more reasonable, damn it. Doesn't she have a thing for Tatsuya? If she does, then you need to pack it in, so to speak. Pack it in and behave, But anyway, that was this week's episode. It was enjoyable. No idea where we're going to go from here. I will see you next week for another episode of this. If you enjoyed this review, subscribe and stuff and comment. Tell me what you think is going to happen If you've read the light novel, obviously don't spoil. That's just common sense. But I'll see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye, guys.